Serena-san desu. Welcome to Tokyo and the festival. So Lorenzo, if you will, as the director, if you will just first say hi and give us, what you think of Tokyo so far.
Hello everybody. Thanks for coming, and that's my 10th time in Tokyo. So it's a city that I love so much, and Japan in general. So for her is the second time, and yes, that's it.
And when was the last time you were here?
November of last time, November 22.
Oh, last year.
Yes.
Okay, so you were able to get in still by then, because even with COVID, you were able to get in.
It was the first reopening.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Good timing. ロレンツォ、実はもう日本は10回目なんですよね。前は福島のドキュメンタリーも作ったことあるんですけど、一番最近は去年の10月、ちょうどいろいろ開いた時に東京に来たので、もう全然問題なく東京も好きっていうことなんですけど、これ本当に魅力的なドキュメンタリーっていうのは主人公、ビアジオさんの本当に魅力的な素敵な恋の物語、どういうふうにこれを見つけたのかちょっと聞きたいと思います。So, a documentary, I think, is only as good as the subject or whoever you're shooting about or whatever you're shooting about. And Biagio, right? That love story just really gets me. How did you discover him or the story?
Well, it's totally casual because we were in vacation in New York. And while she was taking some pictures around Washington Square Park, I was sitting because it was a sunny day, so I decided to rest on a bench. And while I was sitting there, this old man next to me asked me, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Italy." "Oh, really? Italian?" And we started talking Italian. And at that time, he was talking to me with all these photos and package with letters and all the romance and love story between him and Sabine. So I decided to ask him, would you like to make a documentary about it? And he said, yes, sure. And then we decided to make it.
You never know, and you just happen to sit at the right place.
Exactly.
Next to the right guy.
Like the last frame you saw.
Right. Wow. 実はこれ本当に偶然で、2人でニューヨークに行ってまして、で、出てくるワシントンスクエアパーク、ロレンツォはちょっとじゃあ休憩しようって座って、たまたま隣にいたのがビアジオさんで、話し始めて、お互いイタリア出身で、そのストーリーが出てきたんですよね。Very briefly, we always like to ask this. First of all, how many days did you shoot at Washington Square Park?
Just one at Washington Square Park, and the second one at his home, the interview.
2 days.
2 days. ワシントンスクエアパークで1日、そして彼の自宅で1日、合計2日間の撮影でした。Well, so, Serena, this is for you. Documentaries, I know, and directors anyway, they like to shoot a lot of stuff and have a lot of footage, and including like his archival stuff and his photographs. I mean, editing must have been, I'm sure it was fun, but it was probably pretty hard too.
Yeah.
Was the editing process pretty long?
Yes, maybe 2 months. Editing.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 months of editing and the stock footage.
Yeah, we did a long search about stock footage and mix with the real photo that Biagio, the old man, give to us. And it was beautiful to see how slowly took shape the story in front of me, in front of us, in these 2 months of editing.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, because we decided to use his photographs, yes, but also the stock footage, not the stock footage of Biagio. It's all other people. We decided to make to rebuild love story
Right.
with this stock footage.
Yeah, and you want us to get a feel for that time period too, which
Yes,
was really
exactly.
effective. で、これ、ドキュメンタリーっていうのは監督は、結構ね、多めに素材を撮るのが好きなんですよね、ドキュメンタリー監督っていうのは。で、セレナさん編集担当で2ヶ月かけて編集したんですよね。っていうのは、公園で撮影した分、そしてビアジョさんが出してくれたいろんな昔からの写真とか、そしてもう一つは、いわゆる映像をレンタルじゃないんですけど、その時代に合う映像を見つけて、それで組み合わせて2ヶ月かけて作ったっていうことなんですよね。What about shooting in Washington Square Park? Were you able to just, all right, we're going to do this. I have the camera, I'm going to shoot it, or did you have to get a permit? Did you have any problems with that?
Well, no. Any, that's guerrilla style, not the permits and the whole
Sure.
illegal stuff.
Yeah. No. I mean, everybody is shooting something nowadays, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But to use the tripod, you have to use the permits and
yes,
ask for
yes.
to the city, but
Sure.
this was not the case.
Well, I know you've shot here in Japan too, so you
Yes.
know what it's like. Yeah.
Same stuff.
Yeah. やっぱり突然作ることになって撮ることになったので、特にいろいろね、ニューヨーク市を通してちゃんと許可もらうとか、それじゃなくても本当にそこで気軽じゃないけどもう撮ってそこからもその素材でいろいろ組み合わせたんですけど、彼日本で作品も撮ったことあるので、どんだけ日本で撮影する許可撮るのは難しいのか分かってるんで、そういうね、ゲリラで撮るっていう場合も多いんですよね。特にインディーズ自主制作の作品は。Like I said, this is just a really, really wonderful love story for the ages. Are you inspired now to do something along this line, or maybe even a narrative, or do you have another project that you're working on right now already?
Yes, my last feature documentary was shot in Japan, and really I shot two documentaries. One is a feature one and one is a short one, and in the audience there are some of the main characters of these documentaries, and in one of them there is another love story, because it's about a Japanese man who is looking for his wife after the 2011 tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this theme, so I decided to make a new project about the 2011 disaster. So last week I was in Kesenuma to shoot some new interviews and know new people in the most hit city of the 2011 tsunami. And well, this will be a different kind of documentary because will be more aesthetic, so more about the relationship between humans, the mans, and the nature. So that will be the next project.
So you've already shot it?
Yes.
Okay, so now
last week.
So now, Serena gets to go into the studio for 2 months again.
More than 2 months, I think.
で、この作品で何か影響されたとか聞いたんですけど、やっぱり以前は福島、あとその大震災、2011年の大震災を題材にした作品を撮ってるんですよね。長編も短編も撮ってるんで、その時に妻を亡くした日本人の男性と出会いがありまして、でそういう題材で、ちょうど先週あたりですね、気仙沼でまた撮影したり、いろいろ取材もして、これからそれを編集に入って、今回はもうちょっと人間と自然の関係みたいなテーマの、作品をこれから作るっていうことなので、それもぜひ期待したいと思います。Please be sure to make a version within 25 minutes and submit it to us. All right?
For sure.
Best of luck and thank you so much for a wonderful documentary. Blue Dots. 青い水玉。監督のロレンツォさんと編集のセレナ・バレッタさんでした。Grazie. Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。Grazie.
あなたのためのプレゼントです。はい、ありがとうございました。Thank you。そして4作品目、これももう素晴らしい作品でしたね。アメリカの作品、Becoming Yamazushi、監督の G 山沢さんです。拍手でお願いします。Come on up, G. Meet you right over there by the panel. We'll get you a mic. Hey, please say hello. And ね、2人でチャンポンと話そうか。どうしよう。どうぞどうぞ。
こんばんは、こんにちは。ジョージ山沢です。まあまあ日本語ちょっとだけ喋りますけど、今日は英語で頑張ります。It's great to be here.
So, first of all, thanks for making this documentary simply because it's not, I don't want to say a normal kind of documentary because you've got your hip hop and your rap mixed in to your family's restaurant. How did you come about thinking of making it?
So yeah, I'm originally really truly by trade. I'm a rapper and a musician. And so when I moved back home during the pandemic, I had bought a camera and I wanted to make music videos. And so originally I wanted to film my parents and their story to kind of create content for my album, which is what I scored the film with. So originally it was going to be like a visual album. And as soon as I began, I realized that their story deserves to be told on its own. And I wanted to take storytelling, narrative storytelling more seriously. And so, yeah, that's kind of how it came about. So this is my first time making a film, yeah.
Wow, turned out great. 実はコロナが始まってですね、実家に帰って、で、カメラでいろいろ記録したりして、で、自分のアルバム、本業がもう本当にラッパー、ヒップホップアーティストなんですよね。で、映像をつけて、アルバム、そして映像を組み合わせて作るつもりだったんですけど、撮り始めたら、やっぱりこのね、家族、ファミリーの飲食店、レストランにもストーリーがあるっていうのを気づいて作り始めたっていうことなんですよね。Yeah, I mean, you can't help but feel, where your parents were at when they opened the restaurant. This like 35, 40 years ago now, right? In Durham, North Carolina, probably at the time, the only Japanese restaurant perhaps. And it was really interesting to see their evolution through the years. And you grew up in this kind of restaurant family, situation, right? And how did that become you becoming a hip hop artist?
They never wanted me to take on the restaurant. And I think as an American child, I was really, without knowing it, kind of ashamed to be Japanese.
Sure,
and
sure.
So I didn't like sushi. I couldn't eat raw fish as a kid. Now I like it, so I'm excited to be here now. Yeah. But yeah, they always encouraged me to do what I love. And I think one of the things that I loved about this particular film is that as children of immigrants in America, we often are pressured, or in general, to follow in our parents' footsteps, whatever it is exactly that they do.
Right.
But in this case, I think it's like, even though we do different things, the essence is the same. And so yeah, thanks to them encouraging me to follow my dreams.
To step out, so to speak. Yeah. で、地元がこのね、日本料理店だったんですけど、自分はもうやっぱりそっちの世界には入りたくなかったんですよね。若い時から。で、親も別に、いや、あんたはもう、縛り付けるみたいな感じはなかったので、自由にじゃあちょっと彼はなんていうの、これから成長できたんですけど、日本の料理店っていうのは当時オープンした時はやっぱりDurham, North Carolina っていうのは今はもう立派な町なんですけど、当時は多分日本の料理店って1カ所ぐらいしかなかったかもしれないんですよね。ちょっと田舎っぽい雰囲気もあるんですけど、そういうところでそういう小さい時の人生だったんですけど、I was really surprised at how much footage there was of the restaurant throughout the years. Was that something, that always happened, or somebody was always taking pictures or shooting stuff?
Yeah, my dad actually, I found out he was filming all of that because he was sending the footage back home to show our family, what he was doing. So,
なるほど。
Yeah.
結構ね、その当時の映像とか写真とかたくさんあったので、なんでこんなに素材があるのかなと思ってたら、お父さんがやっぱり初めから結構映像を撮ってたんですよね。なぜかというと、日本の家族に送って見てもらうために、それだけの映像がたくさんあるっていうことなんですよね。で、これ、G のジョージの初監督作品なんですけど、So, hey, you made a film. I think it turned out great, and it's good pacing, good editing, which is necessary for a documentary. Did that inspire a bug in you now? You wanna do something else? Where are you headed now?
Yeah, I'd love to. It really widened my understanding of and love for creativity, and the pandemic allowed for that. It was such an isolating time, this opportunity to get to come. First off, this block was amazing. Every single film, in this block was so amazing. To get to not only share my work, but to get to experience other people's work is like, each time is so. I'm just filled with inspiration, and would love to maybe even work on a short doc about Japanese hip hop or something. Work on another project for sure.
いや、もうやっぱり絶対この映像の世界で続けたいっていう気持ちもやっぱりこれで湧いてきたんですよね。ひょっとしたら日本のヒップホップシーンのなんか作品を撮るかもしれないということなんですけど、やっぱりこれを撮り始めて作って自分のいわゆる想像感とかクリエイティブな面が非常に広がったので、すごくいい経験って言ってましたよね。I think、of course recently or lately in Japan even, there are a couple of places that try to open and feature California rolls, but over in the States, it's just so normal for people to come in and say, "Hey, can I get a California roll?" And I know exactly, where they were at because, California roll is not sushi. Let's face it. But there was so much reality in this, and I really, really loved the film and looking forward to something new from you. Absolutely. I think you've got a talent. You're a hip hopper, so you've got rhythm. And the pacing and editing was wonderful in this. So, great job. この映画の中に出てきたカリフォルニアロールないかって聞かれるのは、やっぱりアメリカ、それ普通に出してるんですよね。日本の料理店では。でも、日本ではね、もちろんそんなのないので、そういう場面も出てきて、決して大げさじゃないんですよね。本当にああいう感じなので、本当に面白いとこ撮ってくれたなと思ったので、ぜひこれからもなんかいろいろ作品を作っていただきたいと思います。George, thank you very much, man. Why don't you give them a final shout out, give them a message? Go ahead.
No, thank you so much. これから頑張ります。よろしくお願いします。
はい、監督のG、山澤さんでした。ありがとうございました。Thanks, man.